Pop star Kim Petras becomes second trans woman on the cover of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit edition.
What's up? I'm Kim Petras, and I'm shooting for Sports Illustrated Swimsuit. Woo-ah! Oh my God, winning a Grammy was so unexpected, so just kind of insane life moment. I don't think anything could have prepared me, and I don't think I'll ever really have that feeling again. It was completely incredible. I'm so grateful to Sam for wanting me to give a speech and kind of pushing me to do it, because I was so scared, and I was like, Sam was like, if we win, I want you to do it, because kind of historical moment. It feels so exciting to be here for Sports Illustrated. It's very iconic, and a lot of very iconic people have done it before, so big dream come true for me. Working with MJ has been incredible. She's been so helpful and just always such good notes. The Yutsai has been incredible, such an eye. I hope people take away from this that I look really hot and cunty.
Pop musician Kim Petras is one of the 4 cover models for Sports Illustrated Swimsuit editions, making her the second openly transgender model to appear on the cover. In an interview with Sports Illustrated, Petras explains that she felt pressure to represent the trans community due to the climate the U.S. is currently in when it comes to the trans issue. She said she was excited to get the call from SI to appear in the magazine swimsuit edition, calling it a big dream come true. This is the second time an openly transgender model has appeared on the cover of SI's annual swimsuit edition, following model and actress Leyna Bloom, who appeared in the magazine's 2021 swimsuit edition. It has been a big year for Petras. The 30-year-old singer recently became the first openly transgender woman to win a Grammy Award earlier this year in the Best Pop Duo Group Performance category for her and fellow singer Sam Smith's performance in Unholy. Talking to magazines about the transgender issue, Kim said, "It is a scary time to be a transgender in the USA." She expressed her excitement about getting good opportunities and how happy she feels to be able to inspire other trans people to achieve their dreams. Okay, so again, you guys are gonna probably cut my throat right now. You know, I'm really happy to see her, that she was acknowledged and taking this moment on the cover of, Swimsuit Illustrated, and awesome, fantastic. Obviously, that very controversial song and that performance during the AMAs with Sam Smith caused a lot of grief for a lot of people. And honestly, for my own taste, it was like, okay, guys, we do that in our New York City, underground parties, and we do that in our off Broadway studios, and okay, let's do it on AMA, and you wonder why they pegged you as a devil worshiper. I don't know, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'm not gonna get into that. That's your own artistic, your brand, your artistic, really expression and choice. Okay, I'm just happy that in this moment in the world where we're at, where trans people are being assaulted, are being killed, are being targeted, are being basically erased from our history, I'm glad that Swimsuit Edition, that they came out, and Swimsuit, Illustrated came out and has the courage to put Kim on the cover.
Yeah. I will say Kim Petras is a perfect example of somebody whose parents listened and doctor listened, and she's somebody who's made a very successful life for herself and underwent, those puberty blockers and the gender affirming surgery. It's really good to have somebody that we can look towards and see as a prime example of why this is so important and why it shouldn't be discarded or overlooked.
Yeah, amen. That's what I was going to say, actually. I mean, I'll second that, in that, you could see the success story here for a number of reasons. One, the appearance, but two, also like her vocal range, because she was able to have, a transition so early in life. She maintains this high range that gives her the opportunity to be on a song with Sam Smith. Now, I'm in love with the fact that she, won the Grammy here because she got so much backlash with this song. And one of my comments actually didn't go so well on Instagram, and I got a lot of hate mail in my DMs because I said, it's interesting how we're up in arms with this performance, but if Cardi B did it, if Lil Kim did it, you would be like, work, mama, this is amazing. But of course, a trans person does it and you're up in arms, and it's just very hypocritical. And so I'm glad she's getting kind of recognized. I'm glad Sports Illustrated is doing something like this, because they're putting their name now kind of on the chop block as well, such as Bud Light did. So we don't know what's going to happen to that brand. Hopefully, they prosper, and we'll see what happens thereafter. But it's kind of a scary moment, but I'm very, very happy about it.
Well, and as far as her voice goes, I think Sam Smith might have a higher voice than her.
Maybe.
Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, I was referring to this magazine as Swimsuit Illustrated.
I know. I didn't want
to. Just so we're clear why I am, a subscriber. Okay.
Yeah. Well, a couple things I love about this story. First, she looks gorgeous.
Yes.
And yes, kudos to SI for putting her out there. Martha Stewart is also on one of the
Oh, yes, that's right.
of SI Swimsuit. So, big ups to Sports Illustrated for doing this. A couple things that I love. First, I think there might be a lot of people who get the issue and don't know that she's trans, and they're going to have their own crying game moment at home in bed one night, and they're going to be rednecks, and I'm going to laugh every moment of the way. Second of all, music industry always leads the way, it seems like, but more than Hollywood, more than New York productions. I believe the Grammys, the AMAs, the music industry leads. They gave us Motown, which was out of the big cities, and gave us soul from the heartland, which was amazing. And you remember 10 years ago or so, they had a mass wedding, a big marriage equality session, and a bunch of people got married in the California experience. That was years before marriage equality came to the entire country, and oh my God, people were upset about that. And oh, how can the children see this? Well, they saw it, and they're fine, and they've moved on. So to come out and do edgy performances, I'm 100% behind. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people haven't seen it, but it's good that they do see it.
I think there's a bigger issue, and I'm always an advocate for visibility, because, and I've said this before, if I had known at age 6, 7, and 8 that Dad Brady was gay, and the actor who played Dad Brady was gay, and the actor who played Mr. Sulu was gay, and the actor who played Macmillan of Macmillan and Wife was gay, I might not have had to go through the crap I had to go through. That, these kids, they've grown up watching Neil Patrick Harris on the TV. They've watched Jim Parsons on the TV. And all these other, celebrities who have come out as gay, they watched. I had to stop for a minute because I almost dead named somebody. They watched Elliot Page do his transition, and forgive me for having to stop to think about that, because I remember Elliot Page before the transition. But this is really important that, there's a little trans person out there who's going to see this, and they don't have a name for it yet, because I remember growing up not understanding what was going on in my brain before I had the name homosexual and or gay applied to it. This is going to, with all the crap going on, this is still going to save a lot of lives.
Absolutely. And not to age myself, but I grew up watching Neil Patrick Harris on television as well, and I always wanted to do it Doogie style.
Oh.
Well, okay then.
All right. Pulled that one right out.
Wesley, that's on you.
We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show from Happening Out Television Network. In the model of PBS and NPR, we educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of the LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the stories going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.